Look, everyone is asleep. So let's go to the sewing room and let's get to whacking and tacking. I took one of my bras that I like and I put it on a piece of paper in half and I pinned it all down. And now I'm going to draw and I'm going to cut it out. Now I'm going to use t-shirt material to make this. So we need to make sure that we go like an inch past what we want. Like, oh, it's just hay stuff would go away. Alright, like an inch past what we want. Okay. And we are going to go like this. Now, when we get right here at the top, we're going to want to kind of even it out. And we're going to go up with it. About an inch and a half up. For our strap to go up. We're going to add more to it. But that's the start of it. Now when it comes right down to here, we're going to go in a line of down. So don't be surprised if you have to go a little bit down on it. So there's that part. Now with down here, all I'm going to do is just try to level up my bag down here. Or this right here is packing paper. So that's what I'm using is packing paper on this. Now then, we're going to get out our cutter. And I have two cutters. I have one for material and one for stuff that it doesn't matter. And I get a lot done that way and all. So, here we go. Cutting it out. Alrighty. Now then, let's find us some t-shirt and we'll see what we can do. Hey, I couldn't find my t-shirt, so I found a pair of shorts. It's still t-shirt material, but I'm going to cut the outside and the crotch and all out of it. Like this, and kind of see where I can use the material at. The reason why I'm using t-shirt material is because it is stretchy, and we don't have to worry about trying to get everything right on it. So it's better to do it this way. So now we're just going to try to, there we go, do it like that. And then grab this right here and cut her down. Let's do the other side the same way. Now then, let's get, we want half of it. the other half aside, and we'll turn this one right here in half. Now, I like this right here because we already done got us a space here to put some elastic in there and all. And I think this right here is going to work out pretty good. It's the first time I've ever made a bra. So, and I like this one. It's made out of t-shirt material. So, I figured I would try to make me another. So, there we go. We got that gone. Uh-oh, look at there. We ain't going to have enough in this one. But we can make it work because we are nutty about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the best we can with it. And all. And we're going to pin everything down. And cut everything out. Yep. Okay. So, I'm going to cut this out and then we'll be back. Okay. Now then, we've got this cut out. And now we want to measure around us. And I am 41 inches. So I'm going to go to 44 inches. That'll give me a little bit to turn. Let's see, 41, 1, 2, 3. No, let's go to 45. That'll give me 2 inches to turn to be able to put clasp or whatever on. So we're going to go to 45 inches. So let me get my template out here so I can put it down here and all. And this is the way I wrote it. So now then, we have it in half. So what we're going to want to do now is I'm going to take the 45 and I'm going to divide it into 2. And it's 22 inches. I have here 11. That works out fine. So I need 11 and a half inches to go from here out. But while we have this like it is, I'm going to want to go ahead and I'm going to put some elastic in here. Right down here in the bottom of this. Right here. So that we'll have elastic right here underneath. So that's my next goal, is put some elastic in there. I got my elastic out. And I also got me some straps here I didn't know I had. They cost 31 cents for these straps. I don't know where I got them from, but hey, that works for me. I can handle that. So what I'm going to do here, because I ain't never done this, is this elastic will go inside this seam. So I'm just going to put it here, and then I'm going to pull it to where it would feel comfortable to me without being real tight, which is right about there. And that'll work out pretty good. I think that right there will work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right here. And I'm going to go just a little bit more so that I will have some seam on there. So now I'm going to work this into there. And I think that'll work out just fine. So I'm going to work that into there and I'm going to sew it down in there. I have that sewed on. And it does have, does do pretty good. I hope it's right, but we are going to continue. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to lay it down here. And we have 4.5 inches. Now this is the other side of the leg. So we're going to go 4.5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and right here would be a half. Got to get my junk out of the way. And we're going to cut that down this way. Alrighty. So there's that. And now what we're going to do with this one is I'm going to turn it in half like this. And I am just going to cut the seam out. And get rid of the seam. And I'm going to sew one on this side and one on the other side. And that way we have that sewed. Now I have it sewed. Both sides sewed. So now what I'm going to do is I need a good 22 inches. Right? Was that what I needed? No, 41 was what I needed. So I'm going to lay this out. And we have to get all this stuff out of the way so I can spread it. So 41 would be, I'm no good at math at all. So let's go with like this. 41 divided into 2 equals, we want 20 and a half. So let's find, here's our 20 and here's a half. So we're going to go in the middle. I don't know if you can see me right here. That works out great. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to see if it's 20. Yep, 21, and it's more than 21. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this one, and I'm going to lay it down in here, and I'm going to whack it off right there. So it's down to 21 and a half. Okay, so we're doing good. Now then, let's see what we need to do next. I have never, let's see if it'll have what it looks like around me. I'm probably going to want to go smaller. We're going to put this sucker around me. I never have done a bra. Oh gosh. Yeah, we still have room to fold it. We have a little bit of stretch in it. So we're doing good. Even if we go a little bit more right here. I can feel the stretch in it. So we're doing good. Okay. Now then, let's see where I want to go to from here. Because I ain't never done this. Alright. We got our straps here. Let's take them out of the bag. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't cut that. Oh, yeah, I didn't good. Let's take these out. Let's take a gander at what we got here. Strap. So, we're going to want to put this one on this side and bring this one up to this side. So, I suggest at this point that we hem all this. It goes up, round in here, and back through there. So I'm going to take and turn it around, and we are going to hem all that. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to pin it. You know, I probably ought to take this and go down here like this. I think I like it better that way. So, that's what I'm going to do until I get up in here, and then I'm going to make it smaller. I said, we're going to make it smaller up in here. I don't know how this will work, but I am so willing to try it. Yeah, so far it's laying pretty good and flat. I'm happy with it. Okay, so now you see what I'm doing. So, I'm going to finish that up. Okay, I have it all pinned and ready to sew. Now what I did with this part up here that was so long is I turned it down to 1.5 inches and I put my strap in there so I can sew it right along with it. Now when I get done, then I'll see how far over I want to put it over here. But right now, this is the way I've got it pinned up in there so I can sew it. Go ahead and sew it down. There ain't no need in not doing it. So, there it is, and I am going to go, and I'm going to sew it. Now then, I've got that done. And so far, it's turning out pretty good. Now, I want to figure out how to put these straps over here. So, I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to measure it, and it's 2 inches into it. So, we are going to go like this, and we're going to go like this, lay it out, and it says that one's 2 inches into it. We're going to go 3, so we can still fold right here. So there is 1. And turn it to where I can pin it. Might get a hold of a pin. And then there's that one. And I'm going to do the other one the same way and take it and sew it down. Okay, I moved it over 4 inches because I took and put it around me and put a pin in it. So I moved it over to 4 inches on both sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over into it like this, right here. And I'm going to sew it down like this to give it some more stability into it. And I'm going to do that on both sides so that I have that pretty well much better, I think. And I think I'd work better off, I think. So, here I go with that. And then I'll have to find some snaps or something. Okay, I found some hook and eye things. Let's open them up and take a gander at it and see what they look like. And all. It has a long piece like this. Can you see it? So, and then it has a piece like this. And what it does is it hooks into it like that. So, and there's 3 choices. So I kind of like that idea. So I'm going to sew this on the back of that bra, and then I'm going to try it on, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like, but not in it. I don't do that. I'll show you what I did to it. That makes it better. But yeah, this right here turned out pretty good. So far, it turned out pretty good. But watch and make sure your strap don't come out and they're not crooked, because I accidentally did. And that didn't work out too well, and I had to take it back apart and do it again. So, I'm going to get busy and I'm going to sew them on. Alrighty, this is what the thing looks like. Just snap it in there, and that's the way it snaps. Now, as far as wearing it. Yeah, it's a comfortable bra, but I wish that this right here, I wish I'd have put more, made it more, tighten up my elastic a little bit more and all. But other than that, it's okay. Would I make another one? I don't know. Maybe if I had better instructions and better gear, but it seemed like it's okay. I don't like the way these right here straps went out, but I don't have to worry about going all the time. So I'm doing good on that.